if you really want to succeed in this business, you need to give your commitment also. So let's start. First and foremost, some people, they're familiar with this guy, others are not. Anyway, just to give you an idea, si Richard Branson, he's actually a billionaire. Pag sinabi natin billionaire, hindi siya peso billionaire, he's actually a euro billionaire. Kasi sobrang yaman ng taong to. And I'm sure ilang beses nyo na rin na-come across tong quote na to sa Facebook. Sabi niya, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity but you don't know how to do it, umoo ka na lang and then aralin mo after kung paano siya gawin. So practically, that's what you did by signing up in Usana. Alam mo yung nag-sign up ka, you did not fully understand ano ba to, pero sige na nga, try ko. So, sabi din, kung titingnan mo, no, at the end of the day, kahit ano pa yung opportunity na ginagawa mo, if it's really not business, you really won't prosper. So, let's be clear with that. Kasi ngayon, if iniisip mo pa rin, you're still not convinced about succeeding in business, let's talk about yung nangyayari sa employment. And for me, I'm one person talaga, hindi ako naniniwala sa mga brainwashing, sa mga mindsetting. Ako, I really believe in numbers because numbers don't lie, sa totoo lang. So, most people, they would argue, okay lang naman kahit naman hindi ako mag-succeed sa'yo, sana I'm doing well. I mean, nakakapag-save naman ako sa work. Actually, medyo mataas naman na yung position ko. And actually, malaki-laki na rin naman na ipon ko eh. So, I'll try. Kung mag-click yan, good. If not, I'm fine being employed. Diba? Bakit? Kasi they feel na ang premise is they're able to save money. But here's the thing about saving, no? Most Filipinos, they really don't compute long-term. So, supposing na lang you're one person and you're able to save like 10,000 pesos per month. Ang 10,000 pesos per month, how big is that? Sa totoo lang. In 1 year, that's 120,000 pesos. In 10 years, that's 1.2 million pesos. In 20 years, that's 2.4 million pesos. Kung titingnan mo, 20 years from now, 2.4 million, sa totoo lang, wala nang value yan. Weeks ago, I was able to look at the price list of Camellia Home sa Facebook din. Yung isang bahay nila na 60 square meters, tapos may second floor na 30 square meters, it's already like 4.5 million. In nandun sa kaduluduluhan ng Bulacan yata, or I don't know, saang lupalop yun ng Pilipinas. Diba? Kung titingnan mo, 4.5 million for a house now, and hindi pa nga siya ganun kalaki, it's crazy. Diba? Kaya kung titingnan mo sa Pilipinas, ang dami. 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, alam mo yung kinasal sila like 5 years ago, till now they still live with their parents. Till now they still don't own their own property, they just rent. Bakit? Kasi kung sumusweldo ka nga ng 50 mil, 80 mil per month, and ang laki nga ng gastos mo, lalo na when you already have kids and you're taking care of your parents, saan ka pa nga kukuha ng 4.5 million to buy a house? Di ba yung sasabihin mo right now, you're able to save? Yeah, sige, you're able to save. Pero in 20 years, 10,000 naman ang nasa-save mo, that's just 2.4 million. Malamang in 20 years, views lang yan eh. Or baka pikanto lang yan. Siguro yung bahay na binibili mo right now for 4.5 million, in 20 years, mga nasa 20 to 25 million na yan. Diba, you don't believe me? Pero tingnan mo, yung mga historical prices. Dati a condo in Makati is like 1 million, 2 million. Right now, wala ka nang mabibili for less than 12 million or 14 million. Diba? So, if you're a millennial listening to this training, no, sasabihin mo, hindi ko yan talaga passion, I'll just give it a try. Sige, magtrabaho ka. Mag-save ka ng 10,000 per month. And you're gonna end up like most adults, no, na sobrang sipag, sobrang tiyaga, tumanda na lang, na-promote naman, manager naman, pero wala pa rin narating. It's really because hindi mo nga madadaan yung becoming wealthy and yung becoming financially independent sa saving. And yung iba, they're arrogant. Sasabihin nila, manager kaya ako. Excuse me, I don't save 10,000 a month. I save 20,000 a month. Pero kung titingnan mo, ang 20,000 per month, is 4.8 million. Di ba? And ito yung tanong, kapag nag-save ka ba ng 20,000 per month, hindi mo ba siya nababawasan? Di ba minsan, nakakaipon kang 30K, pero may bagong iPhone. Sige, go, bili ng iPhone. So, nakaka-save ka ng 50,000, may bagong TV, sige go, bilhin ng bagong TV. Or minsan, even yung families na may savings naman, may medical emergency, goodbye, 1 million, goodbye, 5 million, benta ng bahay. Di ba? Bakit? Kasi at the end of the day, it's not a matter of saving money. It's really having a big source of income. So, even 40,000 a month, that's just 9.2 million. Still, 9.2 million 20 years from now, that's not enough to buy a property. Diba? So if you're happy and sasabihin mo, gusto ko lang naman simpleng buhay. I really don't desire to be super wealthy. Yeah, even naman itong 40,000 a month, hindi yan super wealthy. Actually, hirap ka pa nga din yan. 10 years, 20 years from now. And ngayon, iniisip mo siguro, ang Pinoy kasi, ano tayo out of sight, out of sight, out of mind. Basta wala pa sa present natin, hindi naman natin sa problema ngayon, wag na natin isipin yan. Stress pa yan. Di ba ganyan tayo mag-isip? So that's why when you're telling people na grabe yung goal ko talaga mag-succeed sa'yo sana business ko, they don't understand you. Bakit? Kasi gusto nila chill ka lang, masyado ka naman. Baka yumaman ka masyado. Diba? Yun ang mga biroan dito sa Pilipinas. And they really find you stupid for joining this type of business. Alam mo yun, they feel na you're wasting time. Na, naku, magtrabaho ka na lang, hindi nagkiklik yan. Diba? Bakit? Kasi sila, they're ingrained na to sa mind nila. Trabaho na lang. Pero kung titingnan mo, no, 20 years is not a joke. If you're starting right now, 20 years old ka, 20 years from now, you're gonna be 40. If you joined you sana at 40, 20 years from now, daanin mo sa employment, you're gonna be 60. Diba? Before nung pandemic na to, yung mga tao halos magka-cancer na sa stress nila sa trabaho. Sa traffic sa Manila, kakahabol ng expenses. And just imagine, nung ituloy-tuloy mo yung ganyang klaseng buhay for the next decade, 2 decades, magkaka-cancer ka talaga. Diba tatanda ka talaga, magkakasakit ka talaga. And it sounds funny, pero yun naman talaga yung nangyayari ngayon sa bansa natin. Diba? And at the end of the day, sinasabi nila, okay naman talaga yung sana, kaya lang ang problema, effort pa kasi yan. Kailangan matyaga ka dyan, kailangan masipag ka dyan. Kaya lang, here's the thing, but sa work ba, hindi ba effort yun? Di ba kung 20 mil ka ngayon right now sa trabaho, 40 mil ka ngayon sa trabaho, umaasa kang ma-promote ka to 100,000, hindi ba effort yun? Hindi ba tiis-tiis din yun? Hindi ba, won't it take a decade? Di ba sinasabi nila, siya 200,000 a month sa'yo sana, pero 2 years siya doon. Tsaga niya, tumagal siya doon ng 2 years. Ikaw nga, tumagal ka na ng isang dekada dyan, wala namang nangyari sa'yo. Tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin dyan, di ba? And yun, it's yung Pinoy way talaga of thinking, it's really stupid. As in, hindi talaga sila nag-iisip. So, ito na lang, no, ginawa rin namin visual for people na matigas pa rin yung ulo. Lalo na, kasi maraming nag-join from UP, Lasal, Ateneo, alam mo yun, they come from good colleges, and yung family naman, they're okay. Sinasabi, ay naku, wag ka na sana, mag-work ka na lang. Pag nagkaroon ka ng experience, tataas din ang salary mo. Kung titingnan mo, whatever it is na position mo sa work, or whatever income mo every month, it's not as if you trained for that for 3 months lang, 6 months lang. Actually, you trained for that for practically half of your life or your entire life. Di ba? Pinadala ka ng parents mo from grade school, high school, college, certificate courses, mga projects, kahit public school ka pa. Di ba? Yung baon mo araw-araw, raising you as, alam mo yun, one adult para maging productive member ng society, only for you to end up making 25,000 per month. Di ba? Hindi mo, yun yung nakakatawa. Lalo na if you went to private school, di ba? Ginastusan ka ng milyon-milyon. 5 taon ka nang nagtrabaho, 10 taon ka pa nang nagtrabaho, hindi mo pa rin nabayaran yung mga magulang mo. Paano mo nga sila mababayaran? Wala nang natitira sa'yo. Di ba? Yun ang masakit doon. It's not only work. It's not only school na ginastusan mo. Right now, you're also giving so much effort trying to excel in that job of yours. Alam mo yung whether or not you feel like going to work, you need to show up. Kung kailangan mag-overtime, overtime. Kung kailangan para ma-promote, masteral, sige, masteral. Kung kailangan work experience, sige, go lang. 3 years, 5 years work experience. Diba? And at the end of the day, anong kapalit? 25, 30, 40, 50,000 per month? And tanangin mo yung sarili mo, is it really worth it? Diba? And yun yung funny and tragedy right now. Parang people are so scared about the prospect of losing their job, or people are so sad about having lost their job. But at the end of the day, they're so, alam mo yun, scared or worried over something na hindi naman nila kinayaman. It's just that wala lang silang ibang option. Doon lang sila kumapit. 'Di ba? Pero sa totoo lang, what you lost, hindi naman din talaga siya ganun ka-worthwhile. Pero yeah, siguro you're worried because that's your bread and butter, that's your source of income. But at the end of the day, it did not make you rich. 'Di ba? Whereas a business could make you rich. And siguro let me share, no? There's one training in Yusana when I was still new, and yun talaga yung tumatak din sa utak ko one day. It was a training by a pastor. And ano rin siya, it's a business training. Pero sabi ko interesting kasi pastor siya. And nagkataon that day, I was seated in front. Tapos tinanong niya ako, what's her name? Sabi ko, Ryan. Sabi niya, okay, ikaw Ryan, I'll ask you this. Putulin na, bibilhin daw niya yung pinky finger ko, my smallest finger. Puputulin daw niya, babayaran daw niya ako ng 50,000. Papayag ba daw ako? Sabi ko, of course not. Ba't ko nang papuputol yung daliri ko, 50,000? Sabi niya, okay, sige. What if putulin natin yung finger mo, bayaran daw niya ako 100,000? Sabi ko, hindi pa rin. Ba't ko naman nga bibenta yung finger ko? Sabi niya, sige, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Sabi niya, sige, putulin natin yung finger mo, babayaran daw niya ako ng 1 million pesos. Papayag ba daw ako? Sabi ko, definitely not. Sabi niya, bakit? Ba't ayaw mo pumayag? Ano ba yung use ng finger mo? Sabi ko, wala. Pero part to ng body ko eh. I mean, this is part of my being. Ba't ko ibebenta sa'yo? So sabi niya, that's precisely the point. Diba? Hindi mo nga ibebenta yung daliri mo for 1 million. Pero ang nakakatawa, binenta mo na yung buong kapagkatao mo for employment. Diba? From age 21 to 65, wala ka ng choice. Pumasok ka araw-araw, whether you like it or not, whether you're stressed or not, go to work, go to work, go to work. Because that's how you make money. You have no choice. You have no choice. Diba? Yan ang sinasabi sa atin. And kung tutuusin mo, no, there are 7 days a week. Monday to Friday, whether you like it or not, you go to work. Saturday, yeah, siguro you enjoy a little, but not too much because you need to rest. And you have errands to do. Sunday, hindi na rin tayo masyadong lumalabas kasi work pa the following day. Di ba? Siguro meron kang leave, paid leave, mga 2 weeks a year or 10 days a year. Di ba? Pero practically nabuhay ka for 10 days a year. Di ba? At the end of the day, majority ng buhay mo, 40 years, age 21 to 65. That's how long? 44 years? Ano na yan? Kontrata na yan sa kumpanya na yan. 44 years of your life sa corporate work na yan. Saka ka na mag-isip ng enjoyment, age 65. Diba? Kasi age 0 to 21 you went to school. 21 to 65 you go to work. After 65 ka na mag-enjoy. Diba? And ngayon, ito naman ang another thinking ng mga Pinoy. If nakita nila, no, you've been working for 5 years, 10 years, you have kids, tapos you're really having a hard time, what do they tell you? What do they advise you? Ay, sige, mag-ano ka na lang, mag-OFW ka na lang, mag-work ka na lang. But the problem with going abroad, no, malaki nga yung kita, pero malaki din yung cost of living mo eh. Ang dami mong kailangan bayaran. Diba? Yung mga, tingnan mo yung mga nag-work sa cruise ships. Ang starting pay sa cruise ship daw was like $1,600, $80,000 a month. Pero majority doon pinapadala sa pamilya nila eh. Eh diba? Eh ngayon, wala silang source of income right now. O tingnan nga sila. Diba? Ang daming OFWs right now, mawawalan ng trabaho. And I have this friend in-invite ko sa Yusana years ago. And she almost joined the business. Kaya lang she backed out last minute. Sabi niya, Ryan, okay talaga yung Yusana. Ang problema daw niya, risky. What if daw hindi niya mabawi yung pera niya? So, ako naman, kaysa, alam mo yun, magkulitan kaming dalawa. Sabi ko, sige. Nagulat ako, a year later, nag-post siya ng Facebook status niya. Parang nag-check-in siya na IA Terminal 1 traveling to Saudi Arabia. So, minessage ko siya on Facebook. Sabi ko, pumunta kang Saudi. Sabi ko, anong meron? Sabi niya, mag-work daw siya as a nurse, 2-year contract. So, ako sa loob-loob ko talaga, mag-join ng Yusana, you found that risky. Pero pumunta ng Saudi, kababae mong tao, wala kang kakilala, hindi risky yun. Sabi ko, magkano placement fee mo? Sabi niya, 180,000. Sabi ko talaga, 40 mil for you sana, risky. Tapos, maglabas ng 180,000 for a recruiter, hindi yun risky. Sabi ko, iba din talaga mag-isip ang mga Pilipino, no? Ito yung nakakatawa. Siyempre naman, of course, hindi naman din siya willing mag OFW for sure hanggang age 65. So syempre, balak din niya mag-retire dito. And anong gagawin niya? By the time siya retires, pabalik siya dito, mag-iisip siya ng negosyo. And diba, how very stupid. Mag-negosyo ka rin pala at 40, at 50. Sana nga, nag-usana na lang siya years ago. Kaya lang for me, mahirap we cannot make decisions for people. The best we can do is present yung sana the best way we can. Kung ayaw nila, di ba? Tigas ng ulo eh. Diba? Pero don't take it personally if they say no to you. It's really because of their upbringing, of their mindset, why they would say no to this type of opportunity. And ito naman, yung iba they would always argue pa din. Yeah, I get the point of business, pero ayoko talaga ng Yusana. Baduy yan, jologs yan, mahirap yan. Mas gusto ko traditional business. Kaya lang ito, sabihin na lang natin, no, syempre ang goal mo for business, medyo malaking income. Hindi ka naman magnenegosyo for 10K, 20K, 50K a month. Sabihin na lang natin ang threshold for us to say na maganda ang business is 100,000 net income per month. Sabihin na lang natin, no, these are your business options. But then again, magkano ang capital niyan? Di ba, restaurant right now, 2 million. But right now, why would you open a restaurant? Bawal nga dine-in. I think 99.99% ng mga restaurant sa Pilipinas gusto nang magsara. Di ba coffee shop? Actually, mali to eh. Kasi a coffee machine pa lang right now, yung kachipan lang mga nasa 400, 500,000 na yan. Apartment, 15 million. Hindi pa sabihin nila, ayoko mag-Yusana, hindi babalik yung pera ko kaagad. Hindi yan sigurado, risky yan. Sabihin na lang natin apartment, no? Tayo ka, 3-bedroom apartment. Ay, 3-unit apartment. Parent mo, 60,000, ay 20,000 each, 60,000 a month. 720,000 per year. In 10 years, 7.2 million yung balik. Nagpapa-repair ka pa ng apartment mo, may taxes pa yun. So sabihin na lang natin, neto mo yun, 15 million in 20 years ang balik. Di ba? Mag-cash out ng 15 million right now, parenta mo for 20 years, saka pa lang babalik yung pera mo. Di ba? Ganun katagal ang real estate, lalo na ang rental. Diba? And ngayon, you're already complaining, my God, naglabas akong 40,000, babalik ba yung pera ko? Gano'ng katagal? In 1 month, ba kaya na bang bumalik? Sige nga, mag-open ka nga ng restaurant, labas ka, 2 million. Tingnan natin, if in 2 months, mabawi mo yung 2 million mo. Diba? So, people really don't know what they're talking about. In even stock market, diba? Kahit sabihin mo mag-invest kang kalahating milyon, yung iba parang they're excited na grabe, magdoble yung pera ko. Sige, makachamba ka, 500,000 times 2, 1 million, kumita kang 500,000. Hindi nga yan enough bumili ng kotse. Hindi nga yan enough to buy a house. Diba? Yung mga taong yumayaman sa stock market, they don't invest 2,000, 3,000 a month. They invest by the millions. Diba? Invest silang 5 million, dumoble yung pera nila, may 5 million sila. Invest silang 5 million times 10, 50 million. Yun yung malaking pera. Invest ka ng 5,000 pesos times 10, that's just 50,000 pesos. 1,000% growth na yun, yung sinasabi mo. Diba? So, yung mga tao, they're really deluded. So, for me, no, ang traditional business, ang sakit nito sa ulo. Mag-iisip ka, paano ba mag-apply ng business permit? Paano ba ang fire safety inspection clearance? Paano ba ang barangay clearance? Paano ba mag-register sa BIR? Ano bang product ko? Paano ba yung logo ko? Logo design nga lang. Nagtanong ako, gusto ko magpagawa ng logo, yung Ryan Tan lang na name. Alam mo yung gagawa ko ng letterhead ko. Tapos meron akong kausap. Ang quotation niya sa akin was 30,000 pesos for a logo. Sabi ko, teka. May pera na ako kaya ko naman siyang bayaran. Pero sabi ko, magbabayad ba talaga ako 30,000 for a logo? Sabi ko, wag na lang muna. Nagkukuripot ako. So, di ba that's crazy? Sasabihin mo, ayaw mo mag-Yusana because gusto mo mag-traditional business. Ilogo pa nga lang ng traditional business mo, 30 mil na. Branding pa lang ng negosyo mo. Di ba? Hindi mo naman pwede ibenta yung logo mo. Signage mo pa lang, magkano na yun? And itong Yusana, no, we always say, kung magnenegosyo ka, mag-Yusana ka na lang, lalo na kung part-time. If you're working, hindi ka pwede magtayo ng apartment part-time. Hindi ka pwede magbukas ng restaurant part-time. Hindi ka pwede magbenta ng home-cooked foods part-time. Di ba? Hindi ka pwede magbenta ng longganisa part-time. Kasi meron akong friend, sabi niya one time sa akin, Ryan, maganda naman yung Yusana, pero ayoko talaga magbenta-benta. Pero last month, nakita ko nagbebenta siya ng longganisa online. And ano naman, nakita ko yung price niya was 350 pesos per kilo. Sabi ko sa loob-loob ko lang, sabi ko magkano kaya kita sa isang kilo ng longganisa? Ilan kaya yung binibenta niya per day, no? Para kumita siya ng maayos-ayos. Sabi ko siguro per kilo, kita siyang 50 pesos, 150 pesos na lang. Makabenta siyang 10 kilo ng longganisa, that's 500 pesos. Di ba? Magbenta ka ng isang cell essential, 650 pesos na yun. So sabi ko, ano bang mas baduy? Magbenta ng cell essentials o magbenta ng longganisa? Di ba, hindi mo rin maintindihan yung mga tao minsan. So, di ba, Yusana din as a business capital, that's a small startup. So yung iba, alam mo yung hindi sila makagalaw, shucks, baka maipit yung capital ko sa Yusana, baka yung credit card ko. Talaga, you're worried about 40,000. Yan na yung pinakakaya mo. Hindi na ma-digest ng mind mo na yung cash out 40,000. Yun ang maganda dito sa Yusana, we already have a system. Di ba makikita mo meron engineers, may doctors, may OFW, may undergrad, may PhD, may MBA, may high school grad. So makikita mo regardless of background, they succeed. Bakit? Because there's a system in place. Ituturo talaga sa'yo step by step how to succeed in this type of business. And for me, no, Yusana is a very noble business. When I say noble, talagang, alam mo yung it really helps people solve problems. Unlike ibang businesses kasi parang they're just there to make money. Pero in Yusana, no, what do we do? What are we actually doing in this business? So kung titingnan nyo, ang mga problema daw ng tao, it centers around three things. It centers around health, finances, yung oras, time freedom. Diba? So sabi nila, there's such a person, like person A, na okay naman yung health niya, may pera naman siya, pero taling-taliso sa trabaho niya. So ito siguro yung mga, alam mo yung kumikita ng 100,000, over 6 figures a month. Pero ito yung mga doctors, mga CPAs, mga lawyers, parang yeah, they're doing well with their careers. Hindi naman sila dirt poor. Actually, from time to time, they're able to live a good life. Pero kung titingnan mo, alam mo yung hindi rin talaga nila ma-enjoy. Pag nakakuha lang sila ng leave. O di ba sa Pilipinas, uso yung Holy Week, magbabakasyon. Kasi yun yung pinakamahabang break. At saka Christmas and New Year. So parang practically, you have a good career, you have a good income. Pero yun, nakaka-enjoy ka lang kapag Holy Weekend, kapag Christmas. 'Di ba? Pero it's sad. Kasi 52 weeks a year and you only enjoy like 2 weeks a year. 'Di ba? Hindi naman dapat ganun. And yung iba OFW, that's even more tragic. Bakit? I remember no, yung upline ko palagi, may mentor, si mentor na, he always tells me na ang family daw, it was designed to be together, to grow together, to have shared memories. Alam mo yun? And sadly, because of the economic circumstances dito sa Pilipinas, ganun talaga. Yung parents, they really have to leave. Or siguro yung mga parents naman, yung kids nila nag-work as nurses abroad. And yung parents natin, when they grow older, alam mo yung somehow, gusto rin nila kasama yung children nila as they get older. Kaya lang, they don't have that luxury of time being together. Bakit? Because wala eh. Abroad lang talaga pwede kumita ng malaki. That's what they told themselves. 'Di ba? And for me, yung mga tao din na nagwo-work sa Saudi, nagwo-work sa US, alam mo yeah, it's good. You're making that amount of money. Pero at the end of the day, you make what? 250,000 a month. You're able to save 30, 50,000 a month. Pero at what cost? 'Di ba? You only see your family every Christmas. Or yung iba, they only see their families every 2 years, every 3 years. May pera ka nga. Pero that's the kind of life that you have. Di ba? Wala kang oras. Or yung iba naman, okay naman yung health, marami namang oras sa buhay, wala namang pera. Pero pinaka-tragic, di ba? Yung pangit na yung health, wala pang oras, tapos hindi pa okay yung finances. Tapos meron naman din person C, ito naman yung okay yung finances, meron naman silang oras na sa wakas, pero nag-deteriorate na yung health nila. And ito ang nangyayari sa Pilipinas. Ito yung mga taong retired, yung mga managers, mga VP. Alam mo yung they were able to prepare well. Pero ang problema, by the time they were able to have time to finally enjoy life, hindi na sila okay. Pangit na yung health condition nila. And practically in Usana, no, what we want people to achieve, we want everybody to have a good health status. We want people to earn dignified income. Alam mo yung income na hindi ka naman kawawa or yung parang consolation na lang. So we really want people na to make an income na talagang gusto nila, hindi yung napilitan lang sila. At the same time, we want people to make an income while at the same time having time freedom. So iba kasi yung, alam mo yung you have money but at the same time, you really have time to do whatever it is that you really like to do. Kasi aanhin mo naman yung pera mo kung tali ka naman sa work mo. Di ba? Aanhin mo nga kung bata ka, wala ka namang pera. So di ba it's nice, you're just in your 40s or 50s or even 60s na wala ka pa namang sakit-sakit, you're in good health, you can still work hard in this business. Di ba? So, for me, trabahuin mo siya. And right now, this is what we are trying to sell to people. Good health, good finances, and time freedom. So, anyway, ito rin. Another thinking that I want to address, no, lalo na if it's your first time hearing this training, I want you guys to stop thinking na telling yourself, sige, I'll try you sana for a month. Pag hindi ako kumita ng 1 month, ayoko na. Or pag hindi ako kumita in 2 months, 3 months, ayoko na. Sige, I'll give it 6 months. Pag 6 months, walang nangyari, I'll stop. For me, no, any business na bubuksan mo, or kahit anong negosyo pa, for that matter, when you talk about businesses, feasibility studies, walang negosyo na nag-iisip ng 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, lalo na 2 weeks. Kasi yung iba may thinking, sige, I'll try 2 weeks ha, I'll try inviting my friends. Pag hindi sila umuo, ayoko na. Di ba? It's like opening a restaurant. Opening a restaurant, 2 milyon. Sige, I'll tell my friends that I'm opening a restaurant. If they don't want to eat in my restaurant, sasara ko na. Di ba? That's stupid. Again. So pag magnenegosyo ka, ayusin mo yung the way you think about business. So let me give you a hypothetical situation and a realistic timeline. Sabihin na lang natin, gawin mo yung Usana for the next 3 years. So 2020 to 2021, sabihin na lang natin, ano talaga, you give your best, attendan mo lahat ng trainings, you really exert effort, but sabihin mo talagang it's really a struggle for you kasi hindi mo siya linya. Sabihin na lang natin, mag-land ka sa $100 per week. Ngayon, kung titingnan mo, $100 per week, in 1 month, that's $400 extra income. In 1 year, that's extra $4,800. Converted to Philippine peso, that's 250,000. Di ba? 250,000 in 1 year extra income. For me, I think okay naman na to kaysa mag-overtime ka. Mas okay naman to kaysa mag-masters ka hoping natataas yung sweldo mo. And I'm sure yung 254,000 na yan, mas malaki yan sa 13th month pay mo. Di ba ang buhay Pilipino, wala na yan ginawa. January pa lang, iniisip na niya anong gagawin niya sa 13th month pay niya sa December. Di ba trabaho ka ng trabaho, January pa lang, excited ka na sa 13th month pay. Di ba? So for me, kaysa umasa ka sa 13th month pay, mag-part-time business ka. Seryosohin mo to. And ito, this is a projection. Assuming na lang na $100 a week yung kinikita mo. Pero si Angelo kanina, yung sinishare ko sa inyo, 9 weeks pa lang siya. Ang average niya ay yung total income niya 140,000 in 9 weeks. O ikaw, sabihin na lang natin pulelat ka, $100 a week. Still, 254,000 is 254,000. Sabihin natin, second year mo, $200 a week. Ako, second year, parang nasa $400, $600 a week. Assuming na lang ikaw, second year mo, $200 a week. In 1 year, that's kalahating milyon. Kalahating milyon in 1 year, that's not a small amount for a part-time business. Actually, $500,000 in 1 year sa Usana, kita na yan ng mineral water station. And ang nilabas mo lang dito, 40 mil, 50 mil. Diba? And we're talking about yung second year mo pa lang. Third year, sabihin natin, hindi ka pa rin talaga nag $1,000 per week. Sabihin na lang natin, third year mo, $400 a week ka na lang. Still, di ba? Side business mo, meron kang extra 1 million. Saan ka pupulot ng 1 million? 3 years from now. Di ba? Yun na naman, kasi effort yan. Kasi dapat magtsaga ka dyan. Sa work mo, kahit magtsaga ka ng 3 taon, hindi ka kikita ng 1 million extra in 1 year. Diba? So, for me, you really have to look at Usana sa long term. So for me, ang kailangan mong isipin, how do I improve fast? How do I be efficient in this business fast? How do I learn fast? Para bumilis-bilis yung progression ko. Kasi sa totoo lang, itong 2022, pwede mo yung kitain ngayong 2020. Pwede ka mag $400 a week ngayong 2020. And I believe, no, meron ng at least 6 people na nag-join ngayong quarantine, hindi na sila bumababa ng $400 a week. Well, nasa $380 to $400 a week sila. Pero sabi ko, amazing. Amazing. In a month, that's 80,000. 80 mil isang buwan part-time. Kakasimula pa lang nila 2 months ago. And let's go to the part, no? Bakit nga ba, kung magnenegosyo ka, bakit nga ba Usana? And I hope, itong papakita ko sa inyo, this is a video. So kanina I started with a quote from this guy, Richard Branson. Again, no, si Richard Branson, he's really a billionaire. And he was asked, very random interview, what do you think about networking? What do you think about network marketing? And this was a surprise answer coming from a billionaire.
So I'm a tremendous believer in network marketing, and I'm a great believer in entrepreneurs. I think all the future jobs in the next 20 or 30 years will be created by network marketing entrepreneurs and other entrepreneurs around the world, starting off from scratch or starting off very small and making a real difference in the world.
So kung titingnan mo, no, even si Richard Branson, he's already a billionaire. And he's telling people, middle-class people, mag-networking kayo. This is actually a good startup business for people who have no business experience before. And ako, no, before ipakita to sa akin, I really had no idea gaano kalaki ba ang direct selling or network marketing industry. So nagulat ako, ang direct selling pala, it's way bigger than Hollywood. It's way bigger than the video gaming industry, even the music industry. So it's a multi-billion-dollar industry pala, and it's a global industry. So right now, no, you feel small. And dito kasi sa Pilipinas, parang may stigma. Pero most people, they detest the idea of joining a network marketing company. Pero you have to consider, no, Usana is not just like any other network marketing company. Actually, kung titingnan mo ang Usana, it's really a legitimate company. And right now, it's yung stock price ng Usana, it's one of the best performing stocks sa New York Stock Exchange. And kung titingnan mo, another proponent, another big promoter of network marketing is an economist, si Paul Zane Pilzer. And sa kanya, sinasabi niya, direct selling or network marketing has benefits. It practically removes all the headaches of starting a traditional business. Diba, when you signed up sa Usana, hindi ka naman sinabihan na mag-isip ng logo, mag-isip ng product, mag-isip na maghanap ng warehouse, maglabas ng 50 million startup capital. Di ba sinabi lang sa'yo, bumili ka ng products, tapos start na tayo? Di ba pag sa labas, mag-iisip ka pa? Mag-start ka ng traditional business, the day you decide, siguro mga after 60 days, 90 days pa magsisimula yung negosyo mo. Sa'yo sana, nakipagsimula ka na ngayon na. Di ba? And anyway, no, this was discussed to you during the presentation, but it's something that I want to highlight din. Kung titingnan mo, ang owner ng Usana, what makes us different is the fact na ang owner natin, hindi siya Chinese na nag-repack, nag-rebrand, nag-advertise, tapos naghanap ng, alam mo yon, pina-endorse na kay Kim Cho or kay Coco Martin. So kung titingnan mo, yung owner ng Usana, he's actually a scientist. And he actually holds 2 PhD degrees in microbiology and immunology. And he already won the Albert Einstein Award because of what he did for nutritional sciences. And ngayon, no, when we always say, USANA is the best, USANA is the best, USANA is the best, probably in your mind, iniisip mo marketing lang siya. Or iniisip mo tagline lang siya. Pero anyway, ito, let me explain. Nakikita nyo yung 4 na books na yan. Sa taas, meron mga bilog-bilog. Those are third-party certifications. So one of them is a USP certification. So ano yung mga certification na yan? Those certifications were issued proving and testifying na what USANA claims to contain based sa nakasulat sa label, yun yung laman of each and every tablet ng USANA. That's why kung titingnan nyo yung USANA, pinahintulutan siyang tanggalin ang no approved therapeutic claims. Kasi ang USANA, it's guaranteed to actually contain health benefit, to actually contain proven health benefit. Diba? And that's how amazing our products are. Anyway, ito, watch this next video. I hope this plays smoothly then. So itong video na to, in-interview dito yung parang Secretary Duque ng Canada. And sa kanila, gumawa sila ng study kasi sobrang daming brands doon. There are over 1,200 brands. And gusto nilang i-determine ano ba yung brand na sabi-sabi lang, ano yung brand na talagang maganda. And he was actually interviewed sa isang talk show sa US about the findings ng study niya. So listen to this.
Help you sort out the clutter of vitamins and supplements because there are literally hundreds out there on the market. But which ones are safe to take? Which ones work well together? And which ones should be part of your daily routine? So is the supplement you're taking really doing what it's claiming? That's the big question today. And here to help us out is a world-famous biochemist who served at the request of Canada's former Minister of Health. He's also the author of the NutriSearch Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplements, Lau McWilliam.
Well, it all happened about 17 years ago. I was working as a consultant with Health Canada to help develop the regulations that are now in place in terms of the sale and manufacture of health products in Canada. I began to realize that, wow, people really don't have a clue about how to figure out what's a good quality supplement for them. I set out on my own to devise a...
Anyway, to summarize the video, no, I believe it's not playing smoothly on your end. Sa interview na to, si Dr. Lyle McWilliam, wala talaga siyang sinabi na ibang vitamin na wala daw talagang tatalo sa USANA. And ever since, 7 editions na yung study niya, ina-update nila to almost every year. Ever since USANA came out number 1. And out of the 1,200 companies, Centrum, binigyan niya ng score na bagsak. Almost 0. Pero hindi pa naman siya dinedemanda ng Centrum. So, alam mo yun, sa US and Canada, if you say mga libelous stuff na wala naman talagang basis, you would be sued. Pero kung titingnan mo, itong si Dr. Lyle McWilliam right now, yung book niya, you can still buy this sa Power Books National Bookstore. And anyway, yung nag-interview sa kanya, si Dr. Oz is actually one of the most renowned medical doctors in the United States. Even sina Obama, sina Trump, they go to his show. And every time he's asked by people, anong magandang vitamins, wala siyang ibang sinasabi, USANA lang talaga. And right now, itong company natin, no, and yung brand natin, makikita mo sobrang daming sports associations. Ito yung brand na ginagamit nila. And amazingly, yung USANA, hindi tayo nagbabayad ni $1, ni piso for people to post for a poster, billboard, alam mo yun, advertisement, I take USANA. They just do that. Yung mga tao, yung mga nakikita nyo sa social media, they were not paid by USANA. They just really take USANA because they like to take the brand. And USANA just give athletes products every month. Nakakatawa, no? Si Pacquiao, commercially, I think he endorses a different brand, pero he's been found publicly na swallowing USANA products. And hindi yung nakakatawa. Iba yung ini-endorse niya, iba yung tinitake niya. Kasi siyempre, kung ikaw si Pacquiao, di ba? Yung performance mo, yung condition ng body mo, yun yung pinakapuhunan mo. And what he's been using all these years is USANA. So, yun no, kung titingnan mo yung business, it's really solid, the products are really good. And now, naka more than 1 hour na yata tayo, but I really want you to pay attention because this is the second to the last part. How do we earn in this business? So, I'm sure you joined parang alam mo lang dollars, weekly commissions, but you practically did not understand paano nga ba kumita dito sa business. And I really want to devote a good time good amount of time to discuss this part. Kasi for me, ang hirap naman din maging excited and ang hirap naman din magsipag over something na hindi mo talaga naintindihan. So, right now, kahit hindi ka pa nakapag-dinner, alam mo yun, pay close attention because we're about to discuss paano ba kumita. So, number 1 is what we call retail income. Retail income. So, ito yung good news. When you signed up sa Usana, automatically as a distributor, discounted lahat ng products na binili mo. So pag binenta mo yung product natin, automatically meron ka ng markup. So I'll give you an example. Itong nasa screen right now, yan yung multivitamins natin. It's called the Cell Essentials. So yung pair na yan, we sell that for as much as 3,900 pesos per pair. So yung iba nasa mind nila agad, grabe ang mahal, 3,900. Pero kung tutuusin mo, that's good for 4 months. Good for 16 weeks. And I'll give you a point of comparison muna. Pinakita na rin to sa'yo when you were still a guest. But I'll just repeat. Commercially, no, dito sa Pilipinas, if you want to match the value of the Cell Essentials of Usana, number 1, you would have to buy a multivitamin product. So, say for example, Centrum. Actually, mali to because Centrum is like 16 or 17 pesos per tablet. Pero sige, pagpalagay na lang natin 10 pesos. If you take Centrum, yeah, it's good because it contains konting vitamins, konting minerals. But the problem is, it doesn't contain anything good for your eyes. So pag bili mo ng Centrum, you have to buy another bottle which is Optin para sa mata mo. Ang problem naman, when you buy Optin and Centrum, wala ka namang anything good for your liver. So you have to buy another tablet for your liver, another tablet for your skin, which is 4G. So per day, that's 80 pesos versus 17 pesos per tablet ng Usana. Yung iba, they would argue, times 2 yan kasi pair, o 34 pesos. Pero for me, 34 pesos to take care of your body, to make sure na lahat ng nutrients na kailangan mo on a daily basis, you're getting, and you're actually receiving every day on a regular basis, 34 pesos is cheap. Pero yung 34 pesos na yan, that's the price for customers. If you're a distributor, it's way cheaper. So if you're a distributor, itong 3,900 na bottle na yan, ang kuha mo lang dyan is 650 pesos. Di ba 650 pesos, kung tutuusin mo, makabenta ka lang ng isang ganyan, minimum wage na yan eh. Or siguro halos 6 to 8 hours na natrabaho yan. Kaya nga marami dito, nag-join sila. Una, they're reluctant kasi hindi sila talaga marunong magbenta. But they attend product trainings kasi meron training sa Usana. Even people na hindi marunong magbenta, even people na sobrang clueless sa products, i-discuss sa inyo product per product and how you handle objections. And amazingly, ang daming tao, they're really not good when it comes to sales, pero ang lakas nila mag-retail. And marami akong kilala, no, in like 1 month, siguro ang retail income nila, net income, umaabot ng 10 to 15,000 per month. And sabi ko, not bad na rin. If you're making 30,000 per month, tapos kumita ka ng extra 10,000 per month, retail income, that's already a big amount kung extra income lang ang pag-uusapan. Diba? And right now, yung products na binili mo sa Usana, every time you present to a guest, tas ayaw nila mag-member, gusto nila bumili ng products, padala mo yung product mo. Benta mo sa kanila. So ako practically doon ko naubos yung products ko. Kaka-invite ko ng mga tao. Not everyone wanted to sign up. Pero majority, they wanted to try the product. Binenta ko sa kanila yung product. Bawi na kagad yung pera ko. So when you're talking about ROI, retail pa lang, bawing-bawi ka na. Pero syempre, di ba, hindi mo naman goal kumita ng 10, 15,000. Ang goal mo dito is to really come up with a huge source of income. So, first way of earning is retail. Second way of earning is what we call weekly commissions. Weekly commissions. Pag sinabi natin weekly commissions, ano yung cut-off? So, kailangan nyo itong i-memorize. Ang cut-off ng weekly commissions natin is 12 midnight sa Salt Lake City, Utah, or Saturday 2 p.m. sa Pilipinas. Saturday 2 p.m., yun ang cut-off natin. So ano yung cut-off? Titingnan ng system, ilan ba yung points mo sa left and right? Di ba when you were asked to join Usana, you were asked, gusto mo ba 300 points or 500 points? Ano bang products gusto mong kunin? So in this example, no, Ang gagawin lang natin is we're gonna talk to people, and every time somebody signs up, option mo, yung sign up mo ba ilalagay mo sa left or ilalagay mo sa right? Left or right? Left or right? So ang goal natin is to build a network and balance all your points. And itong chart na to sa right side, ito yung mga tawag based sa income mo sa'yo sana. So meaning to say, kunyari yung first bracket, if you make $100 in 1 week, ang tawag sa'yo believer. $200 builder. Ang $1,000 silver. $1,000 times 4 is gold director. So you don't need to memorize that. Mamememorize mo rin yan. Pag later, pag tumagal-tagal ka sa'yo sana. Anyway, ito. Let me explain. When you were starting, you were asked, ano bang gusto mo? 1 business center or 3 business centers? Ano bang kukunin mo? 500 points worth of products or 300 points worth of products? So let's discuss first, ano yung nangyari or ano yung income potential ng account mo if you started with 1 business center. So this is an example of a 1 business center. So makikita mo yung bilog sa taas, when you open your Usana account, that's how it would appear. So makikita ko, kunyari, Ryan 001. So yung Ryan 001 na yan, maglalagay ako ng tao sa left, maglalagay ako ng tao sa right. So again, ang gagawin ng system, titingnan niya ilan ba yung points ko sa left, ilan yung points ko sa right. And ang multiplier natin is always 20% of matched volume. So times 20%. So ano ba yung nag-match? Ang nag-match, 1,000 left, 1,000 right, times 20%, that's $200 in 1 week. Converted to Philippine peso, ano yan? 10,000 1 week. Ngayon, kapag 3 business centers ka naman, makikita mo, pag nag-login ka, lalabas dyan, Ryan 001, Ryan 002, Ryan 003. So makikita mo si Ryan 001, meron siyang 1,000 points sa left, 1,000 points sa right. So meron akong $200. Si 002 naman, meron din siyang $100. Si 003, ganun din. Kasi kung titingnan mo, si 002, may 500 left, 500 right, nag-match, times 20%, that's $100. So si 03, ganun din. So makikita mo, ang maximum income potential, kung nag-start ka with 1 business center, kapag meron kang 4 na sign up, ang pinaka-maximum na pwede mong income is $200. Pero kung nag-sign up ka ng 3 business centers, ang maximum income mo, no, pag place mo yung 500 points that way, pwede kang kumita ng $400. That's why, it's best talaga, if you're starting Usana na rin lang, maganda kung nag-start ka na rin lang ng 500 points. Kasi nagnegosyo ka na rin lang, hindi mo pa tinodo. Pero ito naman yung good news. Kung nag-start ka ng 1 business center, you are given 6 Fridays to upgrade your account. Ngayon, yung detalye nun, hindi ko na i-discuss sa inyo tonight. After this training, I want you to ask your coach or your mentor, paano ba yung upgrade ko and kailan yung deadline ko? So pwede mo pa siyang i-upgrade to 3 business centers. Ngayon naman, kung nag-start ka ng 3 business centers, although you started with more products, ang good news is, meron ka ng $30 na bonus commission kaagad. And for me, it's very good na rin. Bakit? At least you have one less thing to worry about. Makaka-focus ka na kaagad sa building your left and right. Mahirap kasi yung ang dami mong iniisip sa simula pa lang. So, for me, no, if you started with 3BC, right now, ang goal natin is to build your left and right side. If you're starting, ang goal mo nga dapat is kumita ng $100 per week. So tomorrow, cut off na, Saturday 2 p.m. Medyo alanganin. Lalo na if it's your first time to attend an NDO. Pero next week, it's really exciting. Next week pa lang, pwede ka nang mag-$100 kaagad. Diba? So after this training, tanong mo na yung mentor mo, yung coach mo. Mentor, paano ba yung $100 ko next week? Ano yung kailangan natin gawin? Diba? Kasi ayoko yung mag-start ka tapos mag-$100 ka after 2 months pa. So kung pwede ka mag-$100 as early as next week, or kung kaya mo ngang i-push bukas, i-push mo na bukas. Diba? Wag na yung next week. Wag na yung manya na habit. So, first way of earning, no, that was the retail income. Second way is weekly commissions. And third way of earning naman is what we call the matching bonus. Matching bonus. So, just by the name, no, ang keyword dito is bonus. So, it means pwede mo siyang makuha, pwedeng hindi. Pwedeng ibigay sa'yo, pwedeng hindi. Depende saan? Depende sa status mo. So, ano yung status na kailangan mong i-hit? It's what we call Premier Platinum Pay Setter. Premier Platinum Pay Setter. So, yung Premier Platinum Pay Setter, ang acronym nito is PPPS. So, if you're new in the business, palagi kang tatanungin, uy, PPPS ka na ba? Done ka na ba sa PPPS mo? Kailan yung deadline ng PPPS mo? Ilan pa kulang mo for PPPS? So, how do you hit your PPPS? So, on your first 56 days sa'yo sana, you should be able to sign up 4 people and ang total dapat 1,600 points. So meaning to say, you can sign up siguro 2 siblings or 2 office mates, 2 friends. Sabihin natin, 4 na tao, bumili ng 500 points each. 4 times 500, 2,000 points, automatically PPPS ka na. So kung titingnan mo, you're given 56 days technically. Pero in our team, lalo na when we work with new ones, we really expect you to finish this in 2 weeks. Diba? Yung iba kasi, alam mo yung simula pa lang, trabahong tamad ka agad. Kasi for me, getting 4 people in 56 days, it's like getting 1 person every 2 weeks. In trabaho yan ng taong tamad. So for me, kung magnenegosyo ka na rin lang, alam mo yung career mode na kaagad. Yung dapat kapag may pinagawa sa'yo, pinahit sa'yo, tapusin mo sa kaagad. Kasi for me, no, kunyari, tapusin mo yung PPPS mo ng 2 weeks. On your 3rd week, malamang ang goal mo na how to hit your first $200. Pag kinonsistent mo na yung $200 a week, ang next na usapan na natin, how do you hit your consistent $400 a week? After ng $400 a week, baka nga ang usapan na, how do you hit $1,000 per week? Di ba? Pero ang problema, kapag yung PPPS, tinapos mo siya in 2 months, kung June ngayon, July, August, tatapusin mo yung PPPS ng August. September, usapan natin, how do you hit consistent $100 per week? October, usapan natin, how do you hit consistent $200 per week? Di ba ang bagal ng pacing? Si Jello nga nag-start 9 weeks ago, PPPS niya 2 weeks lang. Right now, he's averaging $400 to $600 a week in 9 weeks, in 2 months. Di ba in 2 months, pwede namang ang tinapos niya PPPS. Pero in 2 months, ang tinapos niya $600 in 1 week. Di ba? So for me, kung magnenegosyo ka na rin lang, alam mo yung wag nang manyana habit, wag nang tatamad-tamad. Kasi I really believe in the saying, no? The beginning of any task shall determine its outcome more than anything else. The beginning of any task shall affect its outcome more than anything else. Meaning to say, kung paano mo sisimulan ng isang bagay, it would largely affect your result. Di ba pag sinimulan mo yung bagay ng tatamad-tamad, yung diskarte mo na bubulilyaso. So for me, no, if you're really starting a venture, lalo na if this is your first business, kailangan talaga best foot forward ka dito. Career kung career. Di ba? Todo kung todo. Pero at least, di ba, magkaroon ka ng malaking result. Iba kasi first 2 months mo, mag 100,000 ka sa'yo sana. Di ba? After 1 year mo, hindi ka na bababa 200,000 a month. Yun yung impressive. And that's really wow. At the end of the day, yung pace mo kasi in this business, it's really up to you. Diba? So, yung Premier Platinum Pay Setter, 4 people in 2 weeks, actually kayang-kaya yan. Kasi ang daming tao right now, they're looking for an online business, they're looking for good products. Kailangan lang ma-present ang Usana sa mga contacts mo the same way it was presented to you. And magugulat ka, most of them, akala mo they're gonna be awkward about it or they're gonna be 50-50 about it. Pero magugulat ka, maraming mag-go sa'yo. You just need to talk to people, talk to people, talk to people. Pero for me, no, we really expect you. Challenge yourself. Tapusin mo yan in 2 weeks. Diba? So anyway, paano nga ba nag-work tong matching bonus? So bakit mo nga ba kailangan i-hit yung PPPS? Actually, ang matching bonus, it's really a very big bonus. So sabi sa matching bonus, ano man yung income ng lahat ng taong madadala mo sa Usana, basta mag-PPPS din sila, automatically you get 15% match. So in this case, no, sabihin na lang natin si persons A, B, C, and D. Hypothetically, they're making $400, $600, $2,000 total. Sabihin na lang natin, ang total income nila every week is $2,000, yung matching bonus mo is 15%, automatically, you make extra $300 that week. So that's why makikita mo, there are some weeks, no, $1,000, some weeks $1,200, $1,500. Yung butal doon, that's the matching bonus. So let me give you an example. This is a sample income of Mentor Sheila. So si Mentor Sheila, she used to be an investigative journalist for GMA7. When she was invited to Yusana, she was reluctant. Sabi niya, masisira yung pangalan ko pag sumali ako sa ganyang business. Anyway, the rest is history. Right now, she's an Emerald Director. Emerald Director, that's $3,000 a week. Anyway, ito as early as 2012, 8 years ago, si Mentor Sheila, kung titingnan mo yung sa first column, that's the date. Second column, yan yung second way of earning, yung weekly commissions. So makikita mo, hindi na masama, that's 400,000. Pero yung matching bonus niya, that's extra 270,000. Kung hindi sana siya nag-PPPS, ang income lang niya 400,000. Finorfeit ngayon 270,000. So for me, it's still big. Pero 'di ba, kung pwede mo naman i-maximize, magnenegosyo ka na rin lang. Bakit mo pa hindi ito todo? So for me, yung hitting PPPS, it's not a question of kung i-hit mo siya or not. For me, kailangan talaga tapusin mo siya in 2 weeks. Kasi it's really gonna be a huge loss on your part kung hindi mo siya tatapusin. And kayang-kaya yan, 2 weeks, PPPS done. In our group, no, last week, I'm really so proud of her. Ngayon hindi ko pa nga ito nami-meet in person. Online lang. There's this girl. Her name is Tita Esther. And si Tita Esther, she's 74 years old. Hindi niya natapos in 2 weeks. But she was able to hit PPPS in 19 days. Sabi ko kung 74-year-old, kaya pa niyang mag-PPPS, di ba, in 19 days, there's really no excuse for you not to hit your PPPS. There's this one girl also, si Cirila Maceda. She's from Antipolo. She joined Yusana on a Monday. Saturday pa lang tapos na yung PPPS niya. PPPS in 6 days. Diba? And bakit? Kasi these people are really serious about the business. So for me, if you're serious about making money, you're serious about succeeding in this business, you should really start it fast. Sabi nila, and ako, I've been in Yusana for more than a decade. Every time I work with people, it doesn't matter to me if you're good when it comes to communicating. I don't care if you have a good network. I don't care if you're the most skilled or if you're the most unskilled person. Because sa totoo lang in this business, what really matters more is the mindset, is the attitude. Di ba, palagi natin naririnig sa mga business books, sa leadership books, when you're building a business, when you're building your dream team, you hire mindset, you hire character, you hire attitude, then you train skill. Kasi ang skill can be trained. Yung deficiency ng tao, madali yan i-supplement. Pero sabi nila, ang ugali, ang character, yan ang medyo mahirap i-correct. Kasi sabi, mindset is everything. And when we say mindset, number 1, it covers your attitude. Your attitude. Sabi nga, yung attitude natin, it's the largest determinant, the largest factor for our success. So let me share with you na. I had this new sponsor, friend ko, napag-join ko sa Yusana 5 weeks ago. And itong friend ko na to, matagal ko na tong kinukulit sa Yusana. And I was so happy 5 weeks ago nag-join siya. And I remember, itong taong to nag-join siya Thursday morning. Sabi niya, sige Ryan, I trust you, I'll work with you. And ako naman, sabi ko, I was very excited kasi number 1, I have a new person to work with, new business center. But also, sabi ko, kaibigan ko to, and she's not doing okay financially. And sabi ko, I really want to help. Gusto ko mag-succeed tong taong to. So sabi ko, sige, join ka Thursday morning, in-encode namin yung account. Sabi ko, sige, meet tayo ulit ng Thursday afternoon. Tuturo ko sa'yo one-on-one. Itong buong training na to, that what I'm giving you right now, sabi ko sa kanya, I'll give you the training one-on-one. Kasi I really want you to get started on the right footing. So sabi niya, ay naku Ryan, mamaya may Zoom meeting daw siya sa work. And usually pagod daw siya after Zoom. So sabi ko, sige, training tayo sa Friday na lang after work mo. Anyway, weekend naman the following day. So sabi niya, kaya lang Ryan, Ganun din, may work din daw siya ng Friday. So, pagod din daw siya. So, sabi ko, sige, Saturday, sakto weekend, walang work. I'll give you the training. So, sabi niya, ay kaya lang ano daw yun, laundry day daw niya, pupunta daw siyang grocery, and marami daw siyang errands. So, busy daw siya sa Saturday. So sabi ko, okay, o di ano na lang, sakto perfect. Sunday, kasi kami as a family, alam mo yung we just prepare a very nice lunch, tapos. Tapos usually nice dinner. Sabi ko, sige, after Sunday family lunch, I'll allot time for you. Mag-Zoom tayo. I'll train you one-on-one. So sabi niya, ay rest day niya yun kasi work day the following day. And ako, hindi ko maintindihan tong taong to. Alam mo yung nag-join siya kasi ECQ, ang dami naman ng bakanting oras, and gusto niya kumita ng extra income. And ako, sincerely, no, parang I was really excited. And I was really sincere. Gusto ko talagang tulungan tong taong to. Pero sabi ko, parang ang hirap din tulungan talaga ng taong ayaw magpatulong. And ang hirap din magbigay ng commitment sa taong hindi naman din marunong magbigay ng commitment. Kasi sabi nga, di ba, people want extra income. People want a better life. Pero when it comes to making an effort, ayaw naman nila. Di ba? And it's really true. Lalo na if you would encounter friends or relatives, sasabihin nila, ay marami nang nagyusana before, hindi naman yan nag-succeed. Yung kuya mo dati, sumali dyan, wala namang nangyari. And ako, I would really agree. Hindi ko kayo bubulahin. Maraming nag-join ng Yusana, hindi talaga sila nag-succeed. One reason for me, and the main reason why people don't succeed, not only in Yusana, it's because yung attitude nila bulok. Diba? You try to teach them one thing, pero ang hirap turuan. You try to teach them something, but they're too busy. Diba? And it's not their priority to learn. And yun ang pangit sa ugali ng Pilipino. They would start something. They're excited in the beginning, pero alam mo yung in the middle, ayaw na. Or yung excited naman sila to start, pero manya na habit. Mamaya na, sige, mag-training ako next week. Mag-hit ako ng goal next week, pero next week, medyo busy ako this week. Give me time. Diba? And that speaks about the attitude of the person. And another training encounter that I would like to share with you. This was also by the same pastor, yung shinare ko kanina. And this really struck me 10 years ago. Until now, talagang naaalala ko yung sinabi niya. Sabi niya, most people, they fail in life and they don't succeed because they always think and they always insist they're right. Most people, they fail in life because they always think and they always insist they're right. Pero sabi niya, if you think you're right, but you're not rich, then you're wrong. If you think you're right, but then you're not rich, then you're wrong. Diba sabi niya, because you cannot be right and poor at the same time. You cannot be right and poor at the same time. So meaning to say, no, makikita mo rin yan sa Filipinos, lalo na sa social media. Alam mo yung lahat may opinion, lahat na lang may paninindigan sa buhay. Pero for me, it's okay. Pero when it comes to this business, alam mo yung really need to have an empty cup. Yung talagang pagtuturuan ka, you really need to listen. And ang important dito, number one is you should really have a yes mentor attitude. So meaning to say, no, if you're starting, magugulat ka, ang kulit-kulit ng mga tao dito, parang araw-araw na lang may Zoom training. Alam mo yung kung ano-anong pinapa-attend sa'yo. Pero for me, you have to realize, no, kaming mga taong nagtitrain sa'yo, wala naman kaming goal. Ang goal namin dito, mag-succeed ka, lumaki yung network mo ASAP. Bakit? Pag lumaki yung network mo, of course, number one, we want to help you. But more than that, we would be helping ourselves also. Kasi pag lumaki yung network mo, sino bang damay? Kami. Diba so that's why our goal, we really want to work hard. We really want you to have a fast result. Bakit? Kasi it's also gonna affect us. So wala kaming papagawa sa'yo na trip-trip lang. Wala kaming papagawa sa'yo na wala lang. Gusto ka lang namin pagurin. Diba? Lahat ng papagawa namin sa'yo, these are necessary. Because this is a system that we've done for the past decade. And apparently, this has created hundreds and even thousands of six-figure earners every month. Diba? So, for me, para bumilis yung process, matuto ka nalang makinig. And it's very important, no? Lalo na if you're starting also, you should have a good learning and listening attitude. Good learning and listening attitude. So I'm sure you may have your preconceived notions, you may have your theories, or alam mo yung you joined and you have a particular idea how to build this business. So for me, yeah, that's good. Pero whatever it is na ituro namin sa'yo, yun muna yung gawin mo. Whatever extra you have in mind, you can do that on the side. Pero para mabilis tayo, might as well listen ka agad. Third is ito, you should master the compensation plan. So kanina we covered that, yung gist niya. Pero as I've said, as you go along, pag tumagal ka sa business na to, all the more you would master paano ba talaga kumita. So ako ang pinaka-important tonight, no, after this training, it's very crucial. Nakausapin mo yung upline mo, yung coach mo, yung mentor mo. Magpag-goal set ka na, paano yung $100 mo next week? Kasi $100 mo next week, kung kukompute mo yun in Philippine peso, 5,000 din kaya yun. I-consistent mo yan in 4 weeks, 20,000 kaya yun. Extra income. Diba? Nakaka-excite nga, baka mamaya nag-join ka ngayon online. Baka mamaya you don't even need to go back to work anymore. Pero ang important is, apart from knowing the compensation plan, maximize mo. If you're new, there's no reason para hindi ka mag $100 next week. And ituturo naman sa'yo, lalo na over the weekend, maraming timings. Diba? Tuturo sa'yo how to invite, how to sponsor. So it's very important talaga, later, after this training, magpaturo ka sa upline mo. Pwede nga next week, tapusin mo na yung PPPS mo. PPPS in first $100 mo, that's very, very doable. Diba? Para week after next, ang target mo, another $100 or even 100, even your first $200. Diba? Dapat mabilis ang pacing. Fourth naman is prospect list. Prospect list. Ano tong prospect list? Prospect list is a list of 300 names of people you know. And itong prospect list, no, what is this all about? What is this for? So just so you know, this is not unique to Usana. This is actually needed in all businesses. So lahat ng businesses, no, whether goods or services, they have a list of people even before they open. Kanino ko ba pwede i-alok to? Sino mong pwedeng lapitan ko? Kanino ko ba pwede i-offer yung goods and services ko? Diba? Even real estate, even mga kotse, even insurance, they have a prospect list. Diba? Even Jollibee, sino mong mga nasa area na to na target market natin? So meaning to say, when you start in Usana, you should have a prospect list. Dapat nakasulat. And we suggest na you should have a notebook for this. So for me, you can use Excel or numbers sa iOS. Pero for me personally, I really prefer to write things down. Because there's power when you write things down. Mas na-absorb mo yung mga bagay-bagay. Anyway, itong prospect list, no, I really don't care kung maganda ang memory mo or if you're a smart person. Sabi nila, in our waking moments, no, at any given time, we only have about 10 to 20 people na paikot-ikot in our mind. Siguro yung parents natin, girlfriend natin, barkada natin, office mates natin, org mates natin, church mates natin. So you practically have about 20 people na everyday pumapasok sa consciousness mo. So most people, 9 out of 10 who fail in this business, we could attribute it to one reason. It's the lack of prospect list. And I'll explain why. Most people who start in this business, what they do, they would text their sibling, "Uy, ate, nag-join ako ng Usana. Gusto mo bang bumili? Uy, bro, meron akong bagong business. Gusto mong mag-join? Hi, tita, meron akong vitamins. Uy, sir, meron akong bagong negosyo. Gusto mo ba?" They text about 20 people. And yung 20 people na to, alam mo yung not everyone replies and none of them is interested. And they would immediately conclude, sabi ko na nga ba, wala talaga akong market for this. Wala talaga akong network. Hindi talaga ako dapat nag-join ng Usana. Na-hype lang talaga ako. Wag na lang. Diba? Bakit? Kasi at the end of the day, they did not make their prospect list. Diba? So, right now, if you're really serious about succeeding Usana, yung prospect list is very important. So, ano yung prospect list? Ito, you should take a screenshot. Yan yung memory jogger. So, si Angelo kanina, yung kinukwento ko sa inyong medtech from California, sino yung nag-invite sa kanya? Ang nag-invite kay Angelo, si Coach Nina, yung Gold Director na CPA. And how were they related? Si Nina and Angelo, they were, I think, grade school friends. They were close friends nung grade school. Last time they saw each other and last time they had a communication sa isa't isa was 11 years ago. So si Nina, one day, sabi niya, yung prospect list ko parang kailangan ko nang i-refresh. So umupo siya, nagsulat siya, tinignan niya to, itong exact screenshot na to. Tinignan niya, sabi niya, childhood friend. So sinulat niya Angelo. Inad niya tong si Angelo sa Facebook. Tapos nagkamustahan sila. Tapos nakita yata ni Angelo sa wall niya, parang business, online business. Tinanong siya ni Angelo, Nina, what's your online business? So present ni Nina kay Angelo. And the rest is history. Right now, si Angelo, he's already a director in USANA. Diba? If Nina didn't make a prospect list, hindi naman niya naturally may isip yung childhood friend niya from 11 years ago. So again, no, even if you're a smart person, even if you have a good memory, we don't care. You should finish your prospect list. And for tonight, no, before we end, we're almost sa pinakadulo na. I'll give you 2 advanced tips. Lalo na when you're starting to build your network. And itong advanced tips na to, these are very, very crucial. So number 1, when you're building a network, you should be strategic. You should come up with your top 20. Ano tong top 20? You should determine sino ba yung close friends, relatives, pinsan mo, kapatid mo, parents mo. These are the people that strategically you would want to put immediately near your business center. So mag-join man sila, you want them close to your USANA ID number. Yung iba kasi, they have this weird instinct na kaysa pagtawanan sila ng office mates nila, ng kaibigan nila, they would rather target people na acquaintance lang nila or hindi nila ka-close. Tsaka na lang daw nila sasabihin pag kumita na sila ng malaki. And nangyayari naman. Pero ano yung nangyayari? There's danger when you do that. Maraming nangyayari. Alam mo yung they end up making 30,000 a month, 50,000 a month, even Ruby directors. Kumikita na sila ng 100,000 a month. Tsaka pa lang nila na 100,000 a week. Tsaka pa lang nila sinabi sa mga kamag-anak nila, even sa kapatid nila na nasa USANA sila. And anong nangyayari? By the time maging interested yung family mo or yung friend mo or yung sibling mo, by the time na maging interested sila to join you, they're gonna join sa pinakailalim na ng network mo. Sila na yung magiging downline ng ibang tao. Ideally and strategically, when you're building a network, you would want to put all your close friends, family members, relatives sa pinakatuktok ng network mo. Para by the time you start inviting acquaintances, yung acquaintances mo, ilalagay mo sa ilalim ng account ng parents mo. So, it's really up to them. Present mo sa parents mo, sa relatives mo, sa siblings mo, sa friends mo. Whether or not they join, it doesn't matter. But the important thing is, sila yung mga pinakaunang in-offer mo. Diba? And secondly, when you're building your network, you should really target highly ambitious, highly driven, and highly ambitious, highly driven, and highly accomplished people. These are the people that you would want to place under your network. Kasi when you're starting, there's also that instinct of trying to target people na wala namang magawa sa buhay. Mga taong nag-underperform or wala pang nararating. Bakit? Because when you approach these people, we have this thinking na ay wala naman tong ginagawa, madali tong hatakin. And we also have this thinking, okay lang pag nireject niya ako, wala rin naman tong narating eh. Sino ba to? So it doesn't hurt. It doesn't seem personal. Alam mo yun? Kasi we have this thinking also na kapag nireject ka ng successful na tao, alam mo yung masakit? Yung opinion nila. Because it matters. Pero ako in my years of doing USANA, what I realized when you talk to 20 people na tamad, when you talk to 20 people na wala namang pangarap, and tambay lang sa bahay, pag pinakita mo yung opportunity sa kanila, yung bottom line palagi, ay maganda yan, kaya lang effort pa yan. Hirap yan eh. Kailangan matyaga ka sa ganyang business. Kailangan matyaga ka sa opportunity na ganyan, wag na lang. Diba? And that's actually a stupid thing to say. Kasi kahit naman USANA or kahit naman ibang bagay, diba? Para naman magsaksig ka, kailangan talaga matyaga ka. Kailangan naman talaga masipag ka. So, yung mga taong nagsasabi nun, those are people who are lazy. Those are people who really have no idea what it takes to succeed. That's why they say those garbage. Diba? Pero ako, what I realize, no, when you invite highly accomplished, highly driven, highly ambitious people, when you show them an opportunity and they really think it's worthwhile, they really think it's worth pursuing, sila mismo yung magtatanong, paano ba yan? Baka pwede kong gawin yan. Paano ba magsimula dyan? Diba, and right now, that explains why Vice President ng BDO nandito. Judge ng Metropolitan Trial Court nandito. Decision writer ng Supreme Court nandito. Dean ng LaSalle nandito. Dean ng FEU nandito. Diba? And these are people, hindi sila tatamad-tamad. Even before USANA, they were already highly accomplished, highly driven. And why were they receptive to the opportunity? It's because, no, although it seemed na, yeah, it's a different business, it's a different ball game, pero it's worth taking a shot. Yun yung sabi nila sa sarili nila. And ako sa tagal ko sa USANA, when I was starting, I've always wondered, no, sabi ko bakit parang mashed potato yung mga tao dito? May bata, may matanda, may kuya, may, alam mo yun, ate, may tito, may tita, parang hindi mo maintindihan, parang kung sino-sino mga nag-join ng USANA. May undergrad, may mayaman, may mahirap. But what I realized, no, nung tumagal ako, there's really a common denominator sa lahat ng nag-join sa USANA. These are people na, alam mo yung meron pa silang unfinished business. Ito yung mga taong deep down inside, meron talaga silang goal na gustong makuha. Na they've kept silent all along. Bakit? Because in the company of their peers, in the company of their family, alam mo yung sinasabi, okay na yan, yung trabaho mo, maganda naman na yan. And alam mo yun, when you tell your friends about your crazy goals, na gusto mo ng big house, gusto mo ng big savings, gusto mo ng sports car, o gusto mo mag-travel, alam mo yung pagtatawanan kanila. And they'll find you weird. And sila, parang hindi ka na lang makontento. Or darating lang yan, tiis-tiis ka lang, trabaho lang, go lang tayo dito. Diba? And ngayon, nung nakita mo yung USANA, how did you react to it? Parang hirap nito Lalabas akong pera. Hindi ko gamay ito Pero sige na nga. Parang, kaya ko naman, effort lang, sige. I'm willing to give it a try. Diba that's what you told yourself? Bakit? Because it resonated with you na through this business, you could accomplish something big. And that's the same type of people that you would want to attract under your network. Because sa totoo lang, the biggest tragedy na pwedeng mangyari, you invite 20 lazy people and you're able to convince 20 people under you, that those 20 people under you, mag-join sila sa lahat sa ilalim mo, they're not gonna move. What they're gonna do is complain. What they're gonna do is blame you na walang nangyari sa kanila. But in reality, it's not naman na walang nangyari sa kanila. It's just that they're lazy. Ayaw nilang umattend sa training, ayaw nilang gumalaw, they don't want to take this seriously. And all they do is complain. Ako, what I've realized, when you work with people na highly driven, highly ambitious, highly motivated, when they join your network, ikaw pa yung mapapagod. Kasi sila yung paturo, sila yung gumagalaw on their own. And those are the people that you would want under your network. And when it comes to your prospect list, that's your assignment. Apart from talking to your coach or mentor, paano mag-$100 next week, over the weekend, kailangan mong tapusin yung prospect list mo. And we would set another training on how to invite people. So we don't want you approaching people na shotgun, bara-bara, na kung gusto mo part-time, kung gusto mo mag-networking, gusto mo mag-business. So bawal lang bara-bara. We actually have a separate training how to set appointments. So kung tutuusin, anong mas madali? Mag-set ng appointment o mag-present? Di ba mas madali mag-set ng appointment? So right now, gusto namin padaliin yung buhay mo. What we want you to do is to set as many appointments as you can. And the team would be very enthusiastic to help you present USANA to your guest. And pag nag-join yan, i-encode natin yan sa ilalim mo. Pag gusto niyan bumili ng products, yung products mo dyan sa bahay, padala mo sa kanya. benta mo. Di ba? Pero right now, what we want you to do is to finish your prospect list and set appointments. So ngayon, how do you set appointments? We are gonna set a different training for that. Pero ang assignment mo is tapusin muna ang prospect list. And we go to the very last part of our training tonight. And the fifth part is actually the most important part. For you to succeed in this type of business, you really need to give priority sa mga trainings natin. So, ako naniniwala talaga ako, kapag ikaw, wala ka namang learning handicap, no? Hindi ka naman profoundly retarded, hindi ka naman low IQ, lahat naman ng bagay sa mundo kayang aralin. Kaya naman tong ma-master. Di ba? Yung mga taong ang mahina sa math, naitawid naman nila. Yung mga taong hirap sa mga kung ano-ano, naitawid naman nila. Lahat ng bagay sa mundo na pag-aaralan. Actually, lahat ng trainings na kailangan mo, how to sell, how to set appointment, how to earn your first $200, how to run for leadership summit, or yung mga goal director, we actually have several trainings in place. And actually, sa'yo sana, when you're starting, ikaw pa yung makukulitan sa mga tao dito. Because we really want to train you. Why? Because the more you learn, no, the more you will earn. The faster you learn, the faster you will earn. And in this business, ang gusto namin, kung magkaka-result ka na rin lang, bilis-bilisan na natin. Di ba? Kung kaya mong i-career yung trabaho mo na wala namang nangyayari, might as well i-career mo tong business na to na sobrang malaki yung kapalit if you really perform. Di ba minsan tayo sa work, yes boss, kapag sinabing deadline, deadline. Kahit ayaw mo na, kahit may sakit ka, kahit bagyo, talagang you really need to show up and deliver. For how much? Di ba? Itong negosyo, ito sariling negosyo mo na to eh. Di ba? For the longest time, you've been wondering, wala bang ibang opportunity? Wala bang ibang business? Finally, you already have your own business. Finally, you already have the right people to work with. Di ba? Finally, you have an online business na sa'yo. Di ba? In yung next months natin dito sa Pilipinas, you cannot really be complacent. Everything's so unpredictable. Pero, what's for sure, no, in the next coming months, or even in the years to come, talagang the time for online business, the time for e-commerce has already arrived. Talagang e-commerce is the new king of the economy. And sabi nga, kung mag-business ka rin later on, mag-online business ka rin later on, simulan mo na ng maayos, simulan mo na ng maganda. Alam mo yung wag ng manyana habit, wag ng tatamad-tamad. And siguro let me end this training. And I always end my trainings with this quote na nabasa ko 3 weeks ago. And I feel lahat ng bago, and gusto ko nga ito iparinig sa lahat ng mga Pilipino. Sabi dun sa quote, no, everybody prays for cake. Everybody prays for cake. But when the Lord gives them eggs, butter, sugar, and flour to bake their own cake, they get mad, they get frustrated, and they walk out of the kitchen. It is really true. It's really profound. There's really a creator and really wants to bless us. Pero kung naniniwala, lahat naman talaga ng tao, alam mo, gusto naman natin umasenso eh. We want a better life. We want a breakthrough. We actually want an opportunity. Gusto natin magbago yung buhay natin. But the problem with most Filipinos, no, pag nandyan na yung opportunity sa harap nila, ayaw na nila. Because effort pa yan. Kailangan matyaga ka dyan. But not realizing, no, if you want a nice life, if you want more money, if you want a big house, if you want a nice car, if you want to experience nice travels, create memories, live a comfortable life, diba, it would entail money. If you want a house, hindi ka naman papatayuan ni God ng bahay sa harap mo. Hindi ka naman niya huhulugan ng BMW sa harap mo if you want a BMW. Hindi naman niya hihingi ng BDO account mo or BPI account mo at dedepositohan niya ng 1 million. God will give you an opportunity. Diba, I'm not saying na this is the first and last. Pero for me, alam mo yun, if there's already an opportunity in front of you, take it seriously. Wag na yung 1 foot in, 1 foot out. If you're listening to my training right now and this is your first new distributors orientation and you started, and when we started, no, you had that notion na sige, you'll try. I don't want you to try. I want you to make a career out of this business. I want you to challenge yourself. And tayong mga Pilipino, alam mo yung meron tayong idol culture. And for me, that's very cheap. Yung manghang-mangha tayo sa buhay ng ibang tao. Pero when it comes to our lives, alam mo yung we don't want to make a move. Di ba we always want to talk about big things. Uy, grabe si Manny Pacquiao before, mahirap lang yan. Si Gokong Wei, wala yan pera dati. Si Henry C, wala yan pera dati. Si Injap Sia, ano yan, before mang inasal, wala yan pera. Di ba? So, why do we admire these people? Because these people, we know, they're just like us. Wala silang pera. They were not in the best financial circumstances. And yet, they made an effort. They really persisted. And alam mo yung hard work nila throughout the years, it really paid off. And why are we wowed by the success stories of other people? Because we know just like us, they came from nothing. Pero throughout the years, alam mo yung they really made out something. They really made something out of themselves. Diba? And now is your time. Diba? Kung feeling mo right now you're struggling, feeling mo right now you want to be more financially secured, all this time you've been working hard pero you feel you've not been reciprocated financially by your company or by whatever venture that you've been busy at. Diba right now you finally own your business and ano talaga, i-career mo to. I really want you to work fast. I really want you to work hard. Challenge yourself. Yung PPPS na yan, wag ng 56 days, 2 weeks na lang. Cut off na bukas, sige. If you're starting, sige, masyado namang suntok sa ban, mag $100 ka tonight. By tomorrow, di ba? Pero for me, next week, there's no reason for you not to hit your first $100. And there's really no reason for you not to finish your PPPS in the next 2 weeks. Diba? So kung tatapusin mo na rin lang, sisimulan mo na rin lang yung isang bagay, simulan mo na siya ng maayos, career kung career, do it with speed. And this ends our training for tonight. Just like what I've been saying kanina, before you go to sleep, talk to your coach, talk to your mentor, tanong mo, anong kailangan kong gawin para mag $100 next week? What do I need to do para mag PPPS next week? Diba? And have that habit. And before you know it, nagwa 100, 200,000 ka na per month. Always push yourself. Alright? So again, welcome to you, Sana.